looking good this year, boys. Hi, I'm B-Town, and I just spent all day playing the Modern Warfare 3 beta. This game absolutely slaps. The movement is crispy, the time to kill is basically perfect, the maps are iconic, everything about it is fantastic. Honestly, this is the game we should have gotten last year. I'm one of the few people that actually liked MW2, but this game is just so much better, head and shoulders above it in basically every way already. That's my initial opinion. But I bet you've heard a lot of first impressions already. Let's try something a little bit more interesting. After only one day of playing the Modern Warfare 3 beta, I'm going to make 5 predictions for the next year of Call of Duty. And then in a few months, we'll come back to this video and see if any of them came true. So let me get my Call of Duty crystal ball ready to peer into the future of Modern Warfare 3. Prediction number 1. Casuals are going to hate this game. I don't even think I'm going out on a limb on this one. It's been a minute since we've had a Call of Duty with an actual skill gap. The speed of the game, movement tech, it's not fun to get shit on. I think a lot of new players, dads after a long day of work, they're going to jump online and somebody's going to slide cancel into a headshot and they're going to never fucking play this game again. The launch maps are also a pretty big contributing factor to this as well. Longstanding fans have a real reverence for these maps. We love them. But for new players, they're just going to be too damn big. They're going to be too wide open. They're not going to understand the spawn system. The spawn system also isn't working particularly well in the beta. These maps are 14 years old, and with the current audience of Call of Duty, I just don't think that most of them are going to hit the mark. So I can totally see a world where Modern Warfare 3 is like this sleeper hit where hardcore fans really love it, and we just leave casuals way out in the dust. Prediction number 2. This game is going to have a very quick honeymoon. I think the COD cycle is going to be super brutal to Modern Warfare 3. Trying to do my best prediction here like COD Stradamus. I think the general community sentiment is going to be negative. Everyone is going to be bashing this game before January 1st of 2024. That's for many different reasons. One, it's just an aesthetic kind of continuation of Modern Warfare 2, which means people are going to be more tired of it more quickly. The maps are legendary, but they're also kind of old. A lot of us have been playing these for many years, so there's not a lot to keep us really engaged there. Of course, good old-fashioned skill-based matchmaking has worn us all down to a nub. No COD player has any patience left at all. Personally, I'm trying to enjoy it while it lasts, but I just don't think it's going to last very long. Prediction number 3. Modern Warfare Zombies will be successful. Zombies fans are so out of pocket right now. They are absolutely roasting that 5 minutes of footage that they showed of Modern Warfare Zombies. Honestly, they're acting as though it's offensive. I definitely understand a lot of the points. I'm not saying that Modern Warfare Zombies looks amazing, but if you look back in history, Outbreak had an audience. I personally hated Outbreak mode, but it maintained a very big audience. DMZ had a very sizable, but ultimately kind of quiet audience. They just played the game, they didn't get online and talk about it that much, but tons of people loved DMZ. I think it's going to be very successful in terms of its player numbers. Will it have the same kind of energy and community support as a Treyarch game? No, it definitely won't. It's a in-between year kind of zombies mini mode. It's not round-based, it's not really moving the story forward, it doesn't have any Easter eggs. Yeah, there's not a lot to love about it, but holy crap, isn't it a little early to be like dismissing this thing outright? Barely any of you have played it. Noah J played it, but everybody's acting like this is like the worst thing that's ever happened to zombies. Prediction number 4. Returning maps. During the COD Next livestream, one of the developers mentioned that during the DLC cycle for Modern Warfare 3, we're not only going to be seeing new maps, but also some returning classics. It's probably safe to assume that most of those new maps are going to be from this year's Warzone map. That's basically how they've been doing it for quite a while now. Countdown from COD 4 is part of that. That's kind of been in the rumor mill. But I'm also going to throw out some speculation for 3 Modern Warfare 3 classics that I think would actually be a great fit for the new version of MW3. First up is bootleg, tight, close quarters combat. I think it fits really well with actually the Modern Warfare 2 maps. Those maps tend to be a lot larger. Bootleg would be kind of a small, compact CQB addition to that mix, and I think it would play really well. Gotta put Arcadon on that list as well. When you think of Modern Warfare 3, you always think of Arcadon. This game would feel completely incomplete without a new version of this map. And the last map, and this one's gonna kind of come out of left field, but the DLC map Overwatch actually shares a lot of potential assets with High Rise, and I think it would be an interesting inclusion with that circular design and super high risk, high reward pathway up the middle. There's really nothing else like it in Modern Warfare 2 if you don't count the fact that it's on the top of a skyscraper like High Rise. All of these maps could be really interesting, and none of them have ever been remade, so it's a perfect opportunity to put these in the game and round out the map offering for Modern Warfare 3 with some real iconic classics from the MW3 era. Could be really awesome. I kind of think they all make sense, so that's going to be my prediction. But I mean, honestly, Mission would be cool. There's a lot of maps that would be really cool, but these are the three I think make the most sense. Prediction number 5. Store items will always transfer forward. Although there are a lot of negatives, one of the great parts about Modern Warfare 3 is that all of our store purchases from Modern Warfare 2 are going to be transferring over. I think Activision is setting a precedent here, and that is just going to be the standard moving forward. Now that every COD game is being developed on the same exact engine, this is also a lot easier from a technical sense, and it preserves a sense of value for the consumer. The weapons are a different story. I mean, you're going to have to phase some in and some out, but operator skins in particular, I think we're just going to be able to move between games indefinitely. Look, Activision's super greedy, and if they thought that they could sell you the same skin every year for the rest of your life, they absolutely would. But they absolutely stand out in the industry with their DLC effectively expiring after a year. And one big bold way to encourage stronger DLC sales is to add value to that and make that purchase last longer for the consumer. The usability index needs to go way higher to get people to continue to invest in skins. You're asking the consumer to spend a quarter of the price of the game itself just for a single operator skin and the licenses associated with them. You want to be able to keep these on the marketplace and keep them fresh and keep them relevant for as long a period of time as possible. You should be able to sell that Spawn skin or that Nicki Minaj skin or that 21 Savage skin, from now until the end of time. Why are you putting an expiration date on great content that consumers want and they will continue to keep buying if you made that a reality for them? They definitely wouldn't do it out of the kindness of their own hearts, but I think an appeal to their balance sheets will get them to see the light of day and do something that's seemingly consumer friendly, especially when they saw such a positive response while transitioning from Modern Warfare 2 to Modern Warfare 3. Those are the big ones that I have prepared, but I do want to rapid fire off a couple wildcard predictions. I think this year is going to be particularly spicy, and there's going to be a lot of activity in the FPS genre as well as the Call of Duty franchise in particular. So I'm going to venture a guess for a couple more items, and the first one is, it doesn't matter if Warzone is good. I still think that era is over. I think Warzone this year is just going to flop. People are kind of over it. That was kind of a lockdown thing. Verdansk is now on COD Mobile. People are moving on to bigger and better things. Battle Royale is also just kind of a dead genre as well. For the next one, I think Infinity Ward is going to see a massive staff turnover this year. Modern Warfare 2, although strong initial sales, Modern Warfare 2 was not met with the same fanfare as 2019. Obviously, they don't have the golden touch with the community, and now it's kind of a prove it mentality. Their next title is going to have to really dig deep and do something interesting, something special. It's either going to have to be a mega hit with casuals or kind of address some of these core problems they have. I'm going to make a managerial call and say that a lot of people just don't have the gas in the engine after 6 or 7 years of hard dev cycles to dig deep and suddenly have to reassess every decision they've made along the way that's gotten them this far. I don't think people are going to be willing to do that. I don't think they're going to be excited to do that. I don't think they're going to have the creative energy to do that. And when the Microsoft deal goes through, any high level staff member who has stock compensation as part of their compensation package is probably going to jump ship once their Activision shares turn into Microsoft shares. And for my last small one, this isn't even that spicy, I just think it's pretty obvious. X-Defiant, Ubisoft's supposed COD killer, will not in fact kill COD. Looks like a great game. I'm really excited to play it, and I'm going to definitely post about it. But holy shit, they missed the boat. All of the excitement about that game was 6 months ago, and they're about to drop it right before Modern Warfare 3. What a fumble. I love Mark Rubin. I love that team. I'm really excited for that game. I actually play a ton of Ubisoft games. I'm a huge Division fan, but man, they have worked so hard and they just fumbled on the goal line. It's really sad to see. I think that game is just going to kind of fizzle out. Time to wrap this video up. Have you been playing the beta yet? If so, what are your thoughts? I'm super curious to hear what you think. And of course, I highly encourage you to join the conversation and drop your predictions below for the upcoming year of Modern Warfare 3. Do you think it's going to be a hit? Do you think it's going to flop? How do you think it's going to shake out? What maps are they going to put into the game? Who do you think is going to win? Who do you think is going to lose? I almost put in some CDL predictions, but then I was like, man, rosters changed too quick. I don't feel confident saying any of that stuff. But LA Thieves for life, baby. I'm really excited about Modern Warfare 3. I think it's a phenomenal game, and I'm really stoked to make content on it as well. I had a ton of fun recording and capturing the gameplay today, so I don't know, man. I think it's a good time to be a Call of Duty fan, especially if you're into 6v6. 6v6 is getting love again. That's fucking dope. 6v6 is getting love again. Some of the best maps ever. I'm really, really excited, and I'm super duper happy to be making content for you in the upcoming year. But thanks again. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I will catch you again very, very, very soon.